Dear ladies and gentlemen, failure is not the opposite of success, it's a part of it. I know that sounds strange in a world obsessed with perfection, but the truth is, life will knock you down hard. And more than once. People will doubt you, circumstances will challenge you, and your own thoughts will try to betray you. But the question is not, will I fall? The question is, will I rise? Every time you fall, you're faced with a decision: stay down and surrender to the sting, or stand up with fire in your spirit, because the fall is not final unless you let it be. Your bounce back determines your breakthrough. Sometimes what you call a failure is actually a setup for greater strength, a setup for deeper faith, a setup to show this world that you are not built to break, you're built to battle, you're built to bounce back. See, every champion has scars, every giant has stumbled, every warrior has wept, but they didn't let their lowest moment define them. They rose, not once, not twice, but every time. And that's the calling today, not to live a life free of falls, but to live a life where every fall fuels your rise. You might be down right now, but that doesn't mean you're done. Your story isn't over. Your strength isn't gone, and your future isn't cancelled. Rise not just with your feet, but with your faith. Rise not just with your body, but with your belief. And when you do, when you rise one more time than you fall, you become unstoppable. 10 key points from the speech: failure is part of the path, not the end of it. Falling down doesn't mean you're broken, it means you're human. Every success story is stitched together with failure, setbacks, and second chances. You're stronger than the fall. The fall may have knocked the wind out of you, but it didn't take away your fight. You still have what it takes to stand back up. Rising is a choice. It's not always easy, but every rise starts with a decision: I will not stay down. Setbacks are setups. What looks like a defeat is often a redirection. Your lowest points often lead to your greatest purpose. Resilience is your real power. Talent may start the race, but it's resilience that finishes it. Rise with grit, not just grace. You're not defined by what knocked you down. The world sees your scars, let them also see your comeback. What you rise from is your testimony. Every fall teaches if you're willing to learn. Pain has a purpose, it builds wisdom. Every time you rise with more insight, more fire, and more clarity. People will watch how you rise. You're not just rising for you. Someone else needs your story of strength to find their own. Don't fear falling, fear staying down. Stagnation is the real enemy. Movement, even after a fall, is a sign of life and hope. You're built to rise every time. Your purpose is greater than your pain. And if you can get up one more time than you fall, you're already winning. Would you like this in video script format with emphasis lines, emojis, or even thumbnail text next? Absolutely. Here's a full * expanded version of key point 1 * from the speech, Rise Every Time You Fall. Written in a * long, powerful style * without a subtitle or conclusion, following the emotionally driven and storytelling. Rich tone typical of Stephen Furtick style delivery. People spend their whole lives trying to avoid failure, like it's a plague, like it's something shameful, something that defines you in a negative way. But the truth is, failure is not the enemy. Failure is not the end. It's the beginning of everything that matters. What if I told you that every success you admire, every powerful testimony you hear, every person who's ever made an impact has fallen? And not just once, not just lightly. They fell hard. They were embarrassed, rejected, overlooked, mocked, broken, but they didn't let the fall define the finish. You see, society teaches us to hide our failure, to dress it up, cover it with filters, frame it like it never happened. But behind every closed door, behind every stage, behind every highlight reel, there are bruises and breaks and battle scars. Nobody makes it to purpose without passing through pain. Nobody steps into power without walking through pressure. But here's the twist, the part we don't always realize in the moment. The fall is not a sign that something went wrong. Sometimes it's the evidence that something real is happening. When you fall, it means you tried. It means you stepped out. It means you moved. Do you get that? Falling is not a failure, quitting is. The one who never falls is probably the one who never moved, never stretched, never stepped beyond comfort. Failure is not just part of the story, it is the story. It's the chapter that teaches you what comfort never could. It humbles you. It shows you what you're made of. It wakes up something inside of you that success could never touch. Because success can stroke your ego, but failure sharpens your edge. Success can affirm your talent, but failure reveals your heart. The truth is, falling is how you learn balance. It's how you gain muscle. It's how you discover that you don't need a perfect path, you just need a persistent spirit. Falling doesn't make you weak, it makes you real. It puts you on the path that the strongest people have walked. The people with real stories, the people who can actually relate to pain, not just preach about hope. So stop seeing failure as a detour. Start seeing it as a divine doorway not closed to you, but cracked open with a challenge. Will you rise? Will you try again? Will you trust that even in this fall, God is not finished with you? Because the fall is not the finale, it's the foundation for something greater. Would you like me to expand key point 2 in a similar style next? Absolutely. Here's the full expansion of key point 3 from the speech rise every time you fall written in the same long form, emotionally charged style inspired by Stephen Furtick's delivery without a subtitle or conclusion. When you fall, you don't automatically rise. It doesn't happen by accident. It's not automatic, and it's not guaranteed. Rising is a choice, a hard one, a painful one, a bold one, because the fall will offer you comfort in staying down. The enemy will whisper, "It's easier here. Why get up? Why try again? Just accept it. This is who you are now." But you've got to learn to recognize that voice and reject it. You see, the decision to rise is not about your feelings. It's about your faith, because you will never feel like getting up after you've been hit hard. When you've been betrayed, when your dreams have been crushed, when life has thrown you into a season you didn't expect, your emotions won't tell you to stand. They'll beg you to stay down, but your decision to rise has to come from something deeper than how you feel. It's a heart decision, a soul-level commitment, the kind of choice that doesn't wait until you're fully healed, fully whole, or fully ready. It happens while you're bleeding, while you're confused, while you're still wiping the dirt from your face. The moment you choose to rise, even when you don't have the strength, that's when heaven leans in. That's when things begin to shift. And here's what most people miss. It's not about how fast you rise, or how graceful you look doing it. It's not about looking strong, it's about being willing. It's about saying, I might be on the floor right now, but I'm not staying here. This isn't my finish line. This is just where I catch my breath and choose to get back up. Because when you choose to rise, you're declaring war on fear. You're standing against shame. You're speaking to your situation and saying you don't get the final word. And that's not just a motivational phrase, that's warfare, that's courage, that's a spiritual rebellion against everything trying to keep you stuck. Most people don't understand how powerful that choice is. They think rising is about success, about getting back to the top. No, it's deeper than that. Rising is about alignment. It's about refusing to settle for a life that's smaller than the one you were created for. It's about waking up your identity, even if everything around you says you should give up. Choosing to rise means choosing to trust again when you've been let down. It means choosing to love again when your heart's been broken. It means choosing to fight for your purpose even when your passion feels empty. And every time you make that choice, you don't just change your direction, you change your destiny. So don't wait for the perfect moment. Don't wait to feel strong. Choose it now. Choose it trembling. Choose it with tears in your eyes, Because rising isn't about how ready you are, it's about how real you're willing to be. Would you like to continue with the *** expansion of key point 4 ** next in the same impactful tone?
Of course.
Here's the ** full expanded version of key point 4 ** from the speech ** rise every time you fall * in a ** large, deeply emotional and empowering form at ** written in the voice and rhythm reminiscent of Stephen Furtick without a subtitle or conclusion. There are moments in life that feel like failure, devastating, confusing, painful moments, a job lost, a relationship shattered, a dream that didn't work out, a prayer that didn't get the answer you hoped for, and in those moments it's so easy to believe the story is over. That this chapter is where it ends, that what just happened has destroyed everything that was being built. But what if what you're calling a breakdown is actually a setup? What if the very thing you thought was working against you is the exact thing that's working * for *you? You see, sometimes God hides the breakthrough * inside * the breakdown. Sometimes the fall is just a disguise, and under that layer of disappointment is destiny, but you won't see it if you're only looking through the lens of pain. Because pain blinds you to perspective. Pain convinces you that you're cursed when really you're being carved, that you're being buried when really you're being * planted *. And when a seed is planted, it feels like darkness. It feels like pressure. It feels like isolation. But under the surface, something sacred is happening: growth, roots, preparation. What looked like a setback, that betrayal, that failure, that rejection might actually be your launching point. You thought it was a stop sign, but it was a slingshot. You thought you were going backward, but you were being pulled into position. And when the right moment comes, you're going to launch with more force, more clarity, and more fire than you ever imagined. Some of the greatest promotions come in the disguise of pain. Some of the greatest revelations are born in the middle of your confusion. That's the mystery of grace. It doesn't just carry you through the fall. It transforms the fall into fuel. You think you're falling apart, but you're actually falling into place. Don't curse your situation too soon. Don't label it the worst thing that ever happened, because one day you might look back and realize that moment, that heartbreak, that disappointment, it wasn't the end. It was the beginning of the real story, the one where you stopped pretending and started becoming, the one where you lost your plan but found your purpose. See, if you never got knocked down, you would have never discovered what was really inside you. Comfort never shows you who you are. It's in the fall where your calling gets loud. It's in the failure that your faith starts to fight. That's why the fall was necessary, because your strength isn't just born from success. It's forged in the fire of setbacks. What you call a failure, heaven may be calling formation. And if you'll stop resenting the setup and start rising from it, you'll begin to see this wasn't meant to break you. It was meant to build you.